think we're here. Welcome, everyone, to Petey Aprendendo Português. It's the Petey. How we doing, everybody? Welcome, everyone. Let me make eye contact with the camera. With you. Yeah, meta. You know. Oh, oops, doom scrolling. I'm trying to open up my phone apps. So today is quite a special year. Why is it quite a special year? It's not only is it's St. Patrick's Day. Holy crap. I'm not wearing green. Give me one second. 1 second. Alright, okay, oh shit. There we go. That's better. We're wearing green. Happy St. Patrick's, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I completely forgot that today was St. Patty's. And speaking of which, quite a lucky year, 2022. We'll talk about that more in a minute. But until then, I think we've said goodbye to 2021, which was yesterday on the day streak, of course. And let me just show you that one last time. And it looks like, yeah, that needs some refreshing. It also looks like my battery is I'm getting all the notifications now. It's, oh no, you're gonna lose your streak. By any chance we are. It's, you know, if Friday was the 13th, this Tuesday being St. Patrick's Day, it is supposed to be a lucky day. And honestly, I'm super lucky to be alive and well in doing this Duolingo's challenge. So let's say hello to 2022 days on the day streak. 2022 on the day streak. Oh yeah. Desktop stationery. Okay. That's the name of the the thing I got it labeled as. It's a bit of lore from my streamer. But, yeah. So I'm just going to double check Luan and me having the friend quest done. And yes. We've got 11 perfect lessons. I'm just going to be like, please don't make me cry, because I have to do 10 of these. So it looks like we're going to have to do 10 lessons a day. We got 2 days left to do it. And here we go. No qualms here. I'm ready. Let's do our best. We got to score 90% or higher if we want to be good with the daily quest. Not that that's a big deal, but we get double XP for that. We still need to get... Oh, they're perfect lessons, by the way, that we have to get. So either way, they're going to be symbiotically related. It's a bunch of jargon I was just saying.
Eu nunca fui esquiar no inverno.
Eu nunca fui esquiar no inverno. I've never gone skiing in the winter.
Uma formiga vermelha.
A
Uma
red ant.
formiga vermelha.
A red ant. All right. Bikini.
Biquíni.
Autumn.
outono,
Detail.
Detalhe.
Medium.
médio, pacote,
Package.
Escalar paredes. Paredes.
To climb walls.
Conta.
pacote,
Count conta, climb,
Escalar.
Housing.
Moradia.
Lua.
That's
Já
moon.
viajou pelo mundo? Já. Viajou. Já viajou pelo mundo. Pelo mundo.
Have you traveled around the world yet? Ant.
Formiga.
For.
Por.
Medium.
Médio.
Detail.
Detalhe.
Must.
Dever.
Rent. Aluguel. Volcano.
Vulcão.
Winter.
Inverno.
Oh shit. We already got it done. Oh my god, no, my god. I wasn't ready for that. I'm like halfway through this. I had a little bit of caffeine, and that's not good at 11 o'clock at night, but I'm fairly chipper right now. So, let's see that day streak most importantly. What day is it today? Yeah, what day? What day are we on? Give me that. There we go. Perfect lesson. And let's see it. What day is it today? And boom, 2022 days on the day streak. Keeping that flame going, keeping it alive, and don't forget, as always, to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. 2022 days on the day streak. Let's see it over here on the phone app. Bow, bow. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see it. All right. Give me that sugar. Do we got it? Boom. 2022. Quite a beautiful time in my life. Yes. Saving that. Gonna screenshot that for a rainy day. And I think I had this phone when I went to see her, actually. But that was the year, January, beginning of the month, like beginning of 2022, I saw Naya. I celebrated, my, like I said in 2021, my last time in, normal, gringo vacation mode to see the beautiful, vacation spots in Brazil, and how just like any normal town is just quite a beautiful sight to be seen. But, it was sweet. Not that I haven't been to beautiful tropical places before. It's kind of funny how culturally it's just like, oh yeah, that's just the beach. Whereas like, I don't know, in America it's like a rich person's privilege and they just have it in their backyard. That's like normal. And boom, 2022. It's quite a beautiful year. I'll tell you what, we'll talk about the story of how I met her in person. It was like the sunrise. It was so sweet. Very, very full of hope and passion and all that good stuff. And just like that, we got 3 out of 5. So we just got to get 2 more that are perfect. I'm thinking Unit Re1 was pretty nice for 90% or higher. I think those were all perfect scores. So that's the 3 that we need. We could try to get 10 more. Let's do it. Let's do our best here. Meow, meow, meow. Quantas fotocópias são necessárias para
o formulário?
How many photocopies are needed for the form?
Ele vai apresentar todos na reunião. Ele vai apresentar todos na reunião.
Is it eles?
Ele vai apresentar todos na reunião.
It's ele. He will introduce everyone at the meeting.
Esse
ano abrimos 2 novos escritórios. This year we opened 2 new offices.
Sua presidente. Sua presidente.
Your president. Como está hoje? How are you today?
Os preços nessa cidade são baixos.
São baixos. The prices in the city are low. Os preços nessa cidade são baixos. The customer. O cliente. Sempre tem razão. Which we didn't get. Eu preciso. I need a photocopy of the resume. Quando você está aposentar-se? Quando você vai aposentar? Oh, man. A pasta azul é para o currículo.
Os preços nessa cidade são baixos.
Pressa. Quando você vai aposentar-se? There we go. When are you going to retire? Are you a spy? I think that was definitely not 90% or higher. So we still technically have 3 lessons, but we're going up the Diamond League. Not that that's super needed. Let's get 2 perfects and get this ball rolling. Here we go. Speaking.
Acho que
as histórias não me dão medo. Incêndio em casa. Uma cadeira de madeira. Ele está pintado há cerca desde 2022. She's been painting the fence since 2022. Are they observing? Does Duolingo, are they the Illuminati? Do they know what I'm doing right now? Since 2022, jeez.
lugar
abandonado. An abandoned place.
uma
cômoda velha. An old dresser. I got plenty. Eu tenho muitos cômodas velhas. Cômodas. Yeah.
Imagino que ouviram barulhos estranhos. O sótão
pequeno. O sótão.
Eles
estão morando aqui desde o ano passado. They've been living here since last year. Acho que as janelas são iguais. But I think the windows are the same. So we got that one. Then we're gonna do a words. And we're gonna just like go crazy, yo. Basketball. Volleyball.
Vôlei.
Honestly.
Sinceramente.
Eles.
They.
Opinião. Eles.
They.
Tropical.
Tropical.
Jogador.
Player.
Sinceramente.
Sincerely.
Fruta.
Fruit.
Basquete.
Basketball.
Vôlei.
Volleyball.
Aeroporto.
Airport. Oh.
Festa.
Party.
Apoio.
Support.
Escrever.
To write. Okay. Support. With me. I just realized, for some reason I was thinking like, oh man, this is like, there's a lot of matching in this. Where are we going to get like a normal, like non-matching thing in this lesson? Like, it's literally just a matchy-match thing. I forgot what I selected. There we go. And você, player, jogador, camping, acampar, opinião, honestly, sinceramente, walk, caminhar, face the party. There we go. And that means we get double cheesy peas. We get that double XP. Give me that sugar. Yes. Yes, my dude. All right. An XP boost. Oh my god, for the next 15 minutes. Ah, man, oh man. So I think now we've got 5 perfect lessons. Now we just need 5 more, and then we'll be perfect. I don't like how they impose that you should do, like you ought to do a certain amount. Wow, we got 273,677 total XP. March badge for Kate. Sputnikinho did 10 lessons in a day. Same thing for Eliza. March badge, 10 lessons in a day. March badge for Siggy's. Mother Son did 3 friend quests in a row. 35 friend quests in a row. March badge for Becca. Oh, she's doing good. Spanish. Gold League for Renato. Amethyst League for Chloe. March badge for Vitor. You know, Games Mike is a monster. 1100 day streak for Sarah. Whoa. Sarah, you're kicking booty. I'm loving that. March badge. And I am just giving emojis away like it's nothing. Ooh.
Ó,
Ah.
cliente. Sempre tem razão.
Bom dia, doutor. Como vai o senhor?
Bom dia, doutor. Como vai? Good morning, doctor. How are you doing?
Olá, meu nome é Ana.
Hello, my name is Anna.
Vou me sentar aqui.
I'm going to sit here.
Ele quer aposentar-se em 2 anos.
How do you say necessidades? I don't know how to spell it. Necesarias para o formulário. Uma fotocópia. Is it uma fotocópia? I'm gonna do curriculo. Do curriculo. Oopsie. But we got a perfect score, so that's 6 out of the 10 we need. We technically just need 2 more, and then we're done for at least our day in I suppose our day in the requirements, I suppose. Yeah. I got the foofador going up. I don't know why my hair's all crazy. got the chicken hawk going on. The pompadour. It's not as pompy as I was hoping. So let's maybe go to learned stuff, and we could try to goldify this one. Yeah, we text friends in Portuguese was tough, but I'm gonna try to get it perfect on the practice version of it.
Organizado.
Organized.
Quero saber se
o correio é rápido. Quero saber se o correio é emoji.
Emoji. Enviar um áudio.
Enviar áudio. Send an audio message.
Como?
Pessimistic.
Vamos mudar por causa da chuva. Vamos mudar por causa. Vamos mudar por causa da chuva. Em chuva.
We're going to change because of the rain.
Por causa das nuvens, vai chover logo.
Por causa das nuvens, vai chover logo. It's going to rain soon because of the clouds.
Você pode cuidar de comprar os copos? Você pode. Você pode cuidar de comprar os copos? De comprar os copos.
You can take care of buying the cups. Can you take care of buying the cups?
Nuvem.
As clouds.
Vamos falar com ela por chamada de vídeo. Vamos falar com ela por chamada de vídeo. Vídeo.
Let's talk to her via video call. Ring.
Anel.
Informal.
Informal.
Almost.
Quase. Rato.
Rat.
Coca.
Eu paguei por flores lindas.
I paid for pretty flowers. Audio.
Áudio.
60.
60.
Coconut.
Coco.
Work.
Trabalho.
Trabalho. Inside dentro.
Precisamos arrumar a casa para tarde.
We need to tidy up the house for the afternoon.
Informal. Informal.
Mecânico.
Mecânico.
Cancel.
Cliente.
Frick.
Cancelar.
Hello.
Olá.
Cliente.
Ter sorte com a chuva.
With luck. With luck.
Ter.
Be lucky. With the rain. What? To be lucky with the rain. What the fuck does that mean? Is that like some like proverb or something? I have no idea what that means. To be lucky with the rain. I mean, it's deep, it's significant. I guess I won't forget that one. Must be a saying, because there's around this time of year in March, there's a lot of rain. That was a perfect score, by the way. So we have 7 out of the needed 10 minimum for the day, because my partner's a lightweight. Okay, I'm not sure what I want to do next. I don't know. I just spaced out for a couple minutes. Let's do I don't know, maybe we could do another unit rewind. We're in 9th place right now. We could definitely bump up if we really wanted to, up to like 4th or 5th place.
Posso apresentar meu
Colega.
agora.
Posso saber onde posso fazer? Posso saber onde posso fazer fotocópias? Posso saber onde posso fazer fotocópias?
Preços nessa cidade são baixos.
The prices in the city are low.
Quando você vai aposentar-se? Quando você vai aposentar-se?
Essa. Empresas. Semana. Empresas.
Fuck. Fale
com.
com
3. Empresas.
This week, essa semana, I falei with 3 companies, empresas. Posso sentar aqui.
Quem apresentou você para o diretor?
Quem apresentou
Quem apresentou você para o diretor?
Who introduced you to the director? Como está hoje? Porque que algumas reuniões são informais. This is the one I remember getting wrong. Posso escrever no quadro. There we go. Can I write on the board? Perfect lesson. Perfeito. We're perfect. Yeah, we're so perfect. Alright, yeah. We got about 4 minutes left, which gives us an opportunity to really talk about our feelings. It really does. Is anybody here at all today? No? It's a fairly empty stream. Everybody's doing their own thing. And that's okay. It is a Tuesday after all. I shouldn't be thinking about that too much. But yes, start. Yeah, we got 4 minutes left. I think that was a perfect one. So we're on 8, I think, out of the 10 that's required. Which means we just got a little bit more to do. I'm going to do a words. We're going to do a matchy words. We've got 1967 words. Honestly.
Sinceramente.
Oh. Basketball.
Basquete.
Eles.
Vôlei, volleyball.
Próximo.
Tudo
Next.
bem.
All good. How are you?
Ver.
To see.
Exposição.
Exposure.
Eles.
They.
Chegar.
To arrive.
Vôlei.
Volleyball.
Neto.
Grandson. Oh.
De carro.
By car.
Basquete.
Basketball.
Sinceramente.
Honestly.
Avenida.
Avenue. Show. Exposição. Opinião de eles se ver bad. Ruim. By car. It's not there. Karate. Shit. How are you? By car. Jikaho. Come to the BAME. Car. Karate. Caminhar. Sibling. Irmão. Avenue. Avenida. Volley. Brasileiro. Neto. Arrive. Chegar. Honestly. Sinceramente. Fiancé. Noivo. Next. Próximo. Sunglasses. Óculos de sol. Basquete. Basketball. Oh, was that a perfect score? I think we did. It just came in a flash. Which means we have... I think that was 9. Yeah, that was 9 out of the amount that we needed. We got about a minute left. Let's do a quick speaking to round it off.
Eu sempre
quebrava meus brinquedos. It was kind of interesting how they were talking about Ireland and how there are more people in the world learning Irish than there are Irish people in Ireland. Antes eu preferia doces a salgados. Before I used to prefer sweets to savory snacks. Comprávamos calculadores em vez de brinquedos. Comprávamos calculadoras. Comprávamos calculadoras em vez de brinquedos. Comprávamos. Come on. Comprávamos calculadoras em vez de brinquedos. Is it this one? Comprávamos bonecas em lojas de brinquedos. Comprávamos bonecas em lojas de brinquedos. It doesn't like lugar imaginário. Lugar. Uma pulseira quebrada. Livro usado. Livro. Livro. Às vezes escolhemos borrachas. Meu chiclete favorito. Minha mãe não esperava presidente tão gigante. There we go. Did we get double for that? Yes, we did. Okay. Good. God, that was like me being miserable. With 12 seconds to spare, I had to use a little bit of aggression. Yeah. And 3, 2, 1. That's it for the double XP. Now, we're not going to just end it right there and just be ourselves here. We're going to... Oop. A little bit of frozen glitchiness. We're going to talk about our feelings for a second. So, I remembered, it was like from 2021 into 2022, I was talking to Naya on WhatsApp, you know. That's the place to you know, to communicate with each other all those years, all that time. And I'm just like, yo, you know, it was like, I got my hair cut, I was looking beautiful, I was getting ready, I was working out a little bit before I went to see her, and it's just like, you know, it's go time. Here we go, meeting her in person. And then, you know, it was like a 16-hour layover in Guarulhos in Sao Paulo, and bitches be crazy over there. I was kind of scared. I was just like, is somebody going to steal my shit? This is a third world country. And I'm not going to lie, it's not. It really wasn't. I now go to that airport all the time. I've been there like 5 times now. And yeah, I'm just super excited about just the I don't know, just the ability to really go at any time and feel like it's home. But anyways, in 2022, just starting the week, it was like the first week, it might have been January 5th into 6th into the 7th, yes, is when I met her officially. And it was like the morning. As the sun rose, she was wearing a beautiful blue dress. I'm like infatuated by her. She's like leading the way to, you know, where we'll be staying and all of that. And it was just amazing. You know, finally this person that I've been speaking to for like 2 years. Because you figure we started talking in 2020. We actually got to know each other and we actually met in person. And it's like, up until that point, 2020, I thought she didn't like me. She actually looked down upon me, and she condescended to me based on the lack of response and all of that. It turns out she just adored me, and we adored each other. So, you know, it was about 3 weeks of vacation, which was fun. And in 2022, later on, I'm just like, you know, I'm going back. And for the second visit, I actually remembered I left on St. Patrick's Day for my second visit, and it was still in 2022, so there was a gap month of February. Then I went back in March on St. Patty's Day, which is today. Happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way. So we went to we did our traditions with our family, and you know, having a couple drinks at the cemetery, and then I flew back. And I was there for like 3 months. I came back in May. And it was like great. I came back in May. And yeah, you know, spent the whole summer by myself. Like it was perfect. I got to skip the winter here. And but in that time it was kind of a test to see like, okay, she for me. We saw the Passion of the Christ was like a live theatrical thing near where she lived. And, you know, played dominoes with her family, met the parents. You know, the second visit was really special. Then I had the summer to just kind of relax here and just hang out. And I think maybe I reached my second year in Duolingo. Yeah. Then after that, I proposed to her in September the 20th. As the spring becomes fall, fall becomes spring. In both areas, I asked her to marry me. And that was the third visit. We went to Salvador. Went right up on the lighthouse. The sun was setting. It was perfect. And I came home, spent Halloween with my sister, because she was like in the same breath of St. Patrick's Day. Like, after the first visit, it's like, okay, I met my love. It's beautiful. I'm ecstatic. And then around the same time in March, you know, I went to see Dropkick Murphys actually with my sister. And that was like a couple days prior to that, she announced to all of us, me and my parents, and also later on the, you know, people of the internet, that she was diagnosed with, I think it's like ductal carcinoma or inductal carcinoma. It's basically just breast cancer, very dangerous, metastatizing cancer. That's the technical term, I guess. But I remember thinking to myself, like, I should stay back and, like, take care of her. And Giulia's just like, no, I want you to live. This is your life. This is your life. I wouldn't want you to not live. Live for me. We didn't know if she was going to die or not. Glad she's still here. You know, as barbaric as Western medicine can be, it's, you know, at least helped her stay for this long. Knock on wood. I hope it's a lot longer. I hope it's a full life. And so, that being said, though, she gave me the okay to go again to see Naya. And I saw her. We did a trial run, and I figured, you know, after the 3 months, if we could, like, live with each other and not be too, like, simulate living at home, you know, have our own apartment and stuff, that she won't go so crazy, or we won't so go crazy against each other. And then, you know, I figured, you know, if I could handle this, then I could probably handle, you know, full-on commitment. So I did, and I committed. Then I came home, celebrated Halloween after that September proposal, third visit, honeymoon, because that's where we got. That's where I got this little guy at the third visit, because we went to Mohoji, Sao Paulo, and that was kind of like our honeymoon, precursor honeymoon thing. And went home, and yeah, it was just after my 2 years. Then I flew and proposed to her. Then upon committing to her, came home. So I think Halloween Town, or what's the Halloween movie? Oh, it was like I forget that Halloween movie we saw. That was actually, the whole time I was trying to make my Halloween themed Duolingo thing, and make it special. But we spent Halloween together. We watched a movie. Then, like, I noticed Bambi was, our bunny rabbit was a little lumpy. And because of that, you know, noticing that we had to see, like, she's got like a bladder infection or something like that. Turned out being cancer herself. And so, you know, her death was very dramatic and horrible, broke my heart in two. And so playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet was a real good therapeutic help for me. And I'm, you know, I don't know. I'm still not, like, anytime I think about it, I'm still like somber about the year. But, you know, what a wonderful meeting of someone that I love and care about, ending off in a, you know, waning period for someone else that I really loved. It's really sad to think about. But, you know, 2022 was quite a roller coaster. And I'm thankful for Bambi's life. I'm thankful for meeting Naya. And I'm thankful for Giulia and still being alive. And, you know, the love that she found in her life. So that being said, you know, I think, you know, that deserves the homage that it does. And I think in that, I'm going to actually continue and get a double XP boost from this. I'm probably not going to have enough time
Nós planejamos uma festa bem organizada.
We planned a
Bem,
a well-organized party.
não. Seja pessimista sobre a chuva.
Don't be pessimistic
Pode
about
passar
that.
o recado para todos?
Can you pass the message to everyone?
Precisamos cancelar. Ó, churrasco.
We need to cancel the
Muitos
barbecue.
emojis.
Vou. Recado para Ana.
I'm gonna write a message for Anna.
Usar emojis.
Use emojis.
Entramos em esse contato
Com.
todos para confirmar.
We got in touch with everyone to confirm. Para que dia é preciso confirmar a lista de convidados? What day do we need to confirm the guest list by? Magic Ilusionista. Ilusionista. Alright. Já falei como ilusionista sobre a comida. We talked to the magician about the food. And I guess it's illusion. O ilusionista or mágico planeja surpreender todos os convidados. The magician plans to surprise all the guests. And just like that, we're closer to increasing our Portuguese score. We found a double XP boost with that, which is fairly cool. The XP boost is really something. And I guess the next one is organizing the party, which we're going to try to get a perfect score for. And we might even just let the double XP fly, because I was kind of gabbing a lot. Nothing wrong about that, homies. But I'm actually glad that we're spending a little bit extra time and care doing all this stuff.
Organizando a festa. Bia está na casa de Ed. Ela está ajudando ele com a festa de aniversário do Júnior.
Bia is in the house of Eddie. He is helping him. She is helping him with the party of the birthday of Junior.
Ed, onde está a lista dos amigos do Júnior?
Eddie, where's the list of the friends of Junior?
Lista? Que lista?
Lista? What lista?
A lista para a festa. Você precisa entrar em contato com os pais das crianças.
Lista of, the list of, for the party. Falar com, contatos, falar com.
Ah, eu falei com algumas pessoas na academia.
I spoke with some of his classmates.
Algumas pessoas?
Some
Ed,
people.
a festa é amanhã.
The party's tomorrow.
Bia pega o celular de Ed.
Celular de Ed.
Me mostra quem são os pais dos amigos do Júnior no seu telefone.
Was it show who are the parents of the friends of the Junior on your phone?
Tá bom, são esses
Alright.
aqui. Mas, Bia, espera.
But Bia, wait.
Bia liga para muitos pais. Ela convida 20 crianças para a festa.
Bia calls many countries, calls many parents. She invites 20 children to the party. Bia calls 15 children to the party of the Junior. Shit. Oh, Vinci. Oh, I didn't read it. 15's 50, Vinci's 20. That's
Pronto. Chamei todo mundo. 20 crianças vão vir amanhã.
done. I called everyone. 20 children that will go tomorrow.
20 crianças?
20 children?
Bia, isso é muito.
That is many.
Não, é perfeito. Agora está tudo organizado.
Now we are all organized.
No dia seguinte, 20 crianças chegam à casa de Ed.
And was it the next day, 20 children arrived at the house of Eddie.
Bia, falta comida.
Not
Eu só
enough food.
comprei bolo para 5 crianças.
I only bought a cake for 5
O
kids.
quê? Como você esqueceu isso?
What? How did you forget
A
that?
campainha toca. É o entregador de pizza.
Was it the doorbell rings and delivery
Ah,
person
não.
with the pizza?
Eu pedi pizza ontem para mim e o Júnior, mas apertei o botão errado.
Oh no, I ordered a pizza yesterday for me and the junior, but I pressed the wrong button. Said that he asked for pizza now at ISO. Yeah.
O que você fez?
What'd you order?
Pedi 20 pizzas em vez de 2. Foi um erro no aplicativo.
I did 20 pizzas instead of 2. It was a mistake on the app.
As crianças veem as pizzas
E ficam they stay very happy.
Mas, eu tinha tudo organizado.
But I had everything
Às
organized.
vezes os erros ajudam, Bia.
Sometimes mistakes help Bia. The party of Junior had many pizzas for the kids. Yeah, so I don't like how they say like pizza, like a pizza is just a slice of pizza. Like I feel like when you talk about a pizza, it's always a box. It's always like a shareable thing, not this individualized segmented thing. I don't understand. But anyways, I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do the text friends in Portuguese that we just did. The second one. And try to get 90% or try to get a perfect score on it.
Sentar.
To sit.
Recado. Recado.
Recados, message.
Sangue.
Blood. Informal.
Precisamos de 60 pratos para todos.
Regra.
Rule.
Correio.
Mail.
Olá.
Hello.
Frio.
Cold.
Você pode me passar o endereço do site da festa?
Could you send me the address of the party website?
Um amigo pessimista.
Amigo pessimista. A pessimistic friend.
Enviar um emoji.
Use
Vou
an emoji.
enviar um áudio sobre a festa.
Vou enviar áudio sobre a festa. Going to send an audio about the party.
Vamos ficar dentro por causa da chuva? Calma.
Pausa. Are we going to stay inside because of the rain?
Não quero cancelar, mas parece necessário.
Não quero cancelar, mas parece necessário. I don't want to cancel, but it seems necessary. Recebi as fotos por aplicativo. You could also just say app. Application is a little formal. Recebi as fotos por aplicativo.
Qual é o seu e-mail com arroba? Barba. Arroba.
What's your email address with the @ sign? Arroba. Comprei os pratos. Por bom preço. I bought the plates for a good price.
Quem vai levar o bolo e o anel? Anel.
Who's going to bring the cake and the ring? Okay. Temos.
Tempo. Para filmar. Ela. Decorações.
Do you have enough time to film the decorations? Por causa das nuvens. Because of the clouds.
Precisamos. Terminar. A decoração. Para amanhã.
We need to finish the decoration by tomorrow. Hey, that was 20 cheesy peas. We got perfect lesson on that one. So I think we're up to 12 maybe. So tomorrow won't really need to be that big of a strenuous time. You'll probably even just let the rest of it fly, homies. Yeah, I guess, yeah, Javier kind of did some overachieving there. I'm thinking we do 2 more, because we only have time for like 2 more. We do 2 more lessons. I think we'll get up to like 15 out of the for just today, which would bring us up to like 26 out of 30. Oh wow, okay. So we're pretty much that guy. So I'm going to do a learned one, or I'm actually going to do a practice. I'm going to do speaking and then, yeah, let's do a speaking and then a word matchy.
O sótão aberto.
O sótão aberto. An open attic. Coisas iguais. Equal
Uma
things.
escola.
Uma escola abandonada. Concordo, às vezes faço coisas sem querer. Grande incêndio. Móveis de madeira. Eu concordo, pode ser fantasma. Eu concordo, pode ser fantasma. I agree, it could be a ghost. Acho que as histórias não me dão medo. Estamos esperando o encanador desde 2019. We've been waiting for the plumber since 2019. Uma aranha pequena. A small spider. All right, we got that. We're up to 4th place. Oh my God, we're better than this person. All right, we're gonna do a matchy match. Maybe we'll go back to a speaking to end it off. Volleyball. Volley. They.
Eles.
Volley.
Basquete. Sincera.
All right.
Perna.
Leg.
Exposição.
Exposition.
Tudo bem.
Everything good.
Jogador.
To play. Player. Or shit.
Jogador. Escrever.
To write.
Escrever. Chave.
Key.
Sinceramente.
Egoísta. Egoísta.
Oh, like
basquete.
Eles.
They.
Calculadora.
Vôlei. Vôlei. Selfish egotista, which is like egotistical. Volleyball. Vôlei. Que escrever. Okay. Oh, physical. Right. Escrever. Airport. Aeroporto. Como tudo bem. Chave. 14. Not there. Oh, 14 is there. Summer. Verão. Boat is perna? No, leg is perna. Show is supposed to sell. Boat is barco. Eles o a ver. To see, honestly, sinceramente. To drink. Tomar. Calculadora. Player jogador by card de carro basquete. Alright, we got that one. Let's try to do that one last time. Novos clientes. Olá, eu quero saber mais sobre a empresa. Alguém sabe como limpar o quadro? Alguém sabe como limpar o quadro? Uma pasta nova. Uma pasta nova. Uma pasta nova. As regras do escritório. As regras do escritório. Essa semana enviei muitos currículos. Os salários aqui são muito baixos.
Por que algumas reuniões são informais?
I'm going to stop myself. It's 11:59 right now. It's 11:59. I don't think anybody's shown up. I think it's too late. I could gun-ho, but I know I've accidentally done a double day this way, and I've kind of treated every single day in this stream as its own sacred day. Because, you know, these are years of my life. These are years of our lives right now. 2022. So I'm going to leave it at that. I like the grind. You got to appreciate the grind. But I don't think any lesson, you know, quitting early on any lesson that I've already done 15 of, quitting one early isn't going to ruin things. So I'm going to play it smart. We're going to leave 2023 to its own separate stream. So with that, it just struck midnight. That could have landed if I fumbled on one or two pronunciation ones. which I have earlier today, that could have led into me hitting continue at the end of the lesson right into 2023. So that's my explanation. That's my explaining for that. So yeah, I guess in between the double XP of 2 spots, of just getting the daily double XP and also moving the needle forward and finishing a unit. That little story of how 2022 went after Bambi passed away. I forgot to mention, I guess I did kind of mention that there's a live stream of me doing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I don't know if I put it into a playlist yet. I might have. Let me see if I got that in my playlist. Hold on. I'm not gonna show my playlist because I got private stuff on it. Nothing too embarrassing, but you never know. Yeah, okay. I think I've got the Diamond and Pearl playthrough. I've got my PD learning Portuguese. Yeah, no. I don't think I put that into a playlist. Oh wow, I got some like cool rock and roll stuff going on and some my PD Pokemon Go adventure stuff, and I started categorizing shit and I just stopped after like 2 weeks. Yeah, no. I didn't put that into a playlist. Maybe I should. And that's just me observing stuff. I'll give you a quick glance on that. I'm looking at my playlists. Some of them are privated to me, so don't dox me here or don't get me in trouble with all that. But, it's with all that being said, and also be sure to subscribe. We're up to 1,400. That's like a lot more. I think last year we hit like 1,000, which was pretty dope. Pretty dope, man. Like, I should probably make this epic celebration video of like, hey, thanks for 1,000 subscribers. I promised myself I would start doing stuff if I could monetize my videos. But we're so far in the future that I don't even know if that's a thing. I gotta delineate to another website or buy me a coffee or selling merch and all that stuff. I don't know if I'm worthy. Am I worthy? Maybe. You could decide. But anyways, yeah, 2022, it was like me and Naya were kind of a cute, fun couple that year, and in the midst of the chaos of my sister actively getting chemotherapy and then radiation, and I'm just like, we're just like, it was stressful. Like, at the same time, on one side, it's like I met this beautiful Brazilian babe. Then on the other side, my family's suffering at home. It honestly felt like a Lion King story where I'm just kind of Simba in this, where I've kind of was my year of a Hakuna Matata, no worries. And I feel bad, that year, for not being there present enough for my sister. But, what could I say or do? It was kind of a, she put it in the hands of Western medicine, and my mom put it in the hands of God, and I've been praying too. Even to this day, I'm just like, man, Jules, I'm here to advocate and fight for you. I'm very forthright and trying to become more forthright with that. But with that, it was like, despite all the negative, it was still a positive year. We lost Bambi. She was like if a dog were a bunny or a bunny were a dog. No, if a dog were a bunny rabbit, that's who Bambi was. She got a big lumpy. Her cancer was bigger than my sister's, and that's saying something because it's a little. She wasn't a little bunny rabbit, but she was a big enough to be almost as big as a small dog, we'll say. And her and Chloe were real beautiful. They were kind of just like a couple, like cuddle buddies over the winter. over a winter like this, very harsh winter, and they were just warm with each other. And Chloe unfortunately had to double time that and see Giulia because her suffering cancer. And I sometimes wonder if the isolation that Bambi felt while I was gone was the thing that formed her cancer. But, dwelling on that part of it was rough. But I digress. The reason why I mentioned Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Generation 9, is because the guy in the B-plot part of the story where he tries to find the secret herbs to cure his dog from dying, essentially, his I think it's Mabo Stiff. I forget the name of the Pokemon. Wow. Me, the Pokemon Master, forgot the Mabo Stiff. Like his like old dog looking, the boss Pokemon. This guy right here. He tried to, he went from scouring the entire Paldea region trying to find a cure for his dog in a region that's based off of the Iberian Peninsula, Portugal. The whole basis of Brazil, well, not the whole basis, there are Brazilian aspects. Pokemon's a fantastical, fictitious world. Paldea is the combination of Latin America with Europe in Spanish and Portuguese, which I think is beautiful. And that in the same year that of 2022 that the Pokemon game came out and I visited and fell in love with a Brazilian girl. It's pretty cool how synchronistic things like that can be. And right when I needed it, the cure, the desperation that this one character felt for trying to cure his pet's illness, it's the same thing I did. And on stream I think I cried a couple times. I definitely cried a lot on stream. But this was a major thing where man, there was a point where I was just man, if only I was in this world and Bambi could still be alive with magic herbs. If only. And I don't mean to send it off with a sad note, but I remember that it gave me a sense of catharsis at that Pokemon game. And then I feel like I let myself go. I gained a bunch of weight. And then, with all the good in the world, a lot of bad happened too. And it's just, man, can I get a break here? I did. I feel like I did. And I don't know if it's I'm watching Full Metal Alchemist now. I'm not sure if it's equivalent exchange to, get all this, that's how beautiful I think Naya is. And the exchange is the life and health of your loved ones. I don't know if it was worth it. Should I have just been a loser and stayed at home with my parents? Did I really have to venture out away from my hometown to find some hot Latina big booty queen? That's what happened. I don't know if synchronistically things were lost because of that. But I digress, My neck hurts. I need to do more yoga, but apparently that's evil too. Man. It's a lot of words in that, in all of that I've said. But I hope if anybody ever watches this day 2022, that it was just kind of there's also a level of desperation, I think, in terms of trying to be independent and trying to find a remote option of working. And I think maybe that part of it too brought about a lot of bad tidings, that I was too sloth and gluttonous and such. Too much indulgence, I think I had. But man, what a year. It was so fun. It was so fun getting to know her. So fun just having Agua de coco na praia, as I say as a white gringo. Makes me sound kind of lame, but you know, she finds it endearing. She finds it sweet, and that's all that counts. So you can all be like, ew, that's cringe, but for me, I'm like, yo, that was cool. That was a good year. So anywho, let's take a look at this flame one last time. Oops, Malbo stiff. And I really do wish that Bam was still around. Bunny approved snacks. Wait, bunnies can eat these? No way, bunnies can't eat like cheese doodles. All right, I'm ignoring that ad. The ads get me, man. Actually, did anything happen in... Hold on, let me just double check in the Zelda world. Nothing in 2022 for Kingdom Hearts. Nothing... Yep. Legends Arceus, I didn't play that because I was too busy trying to woo a hot babe. It eats up all your time, man. Zelda games in 2022. Was it the Calamity... Yeah, nothing mainliney. Yeah. RuneScape 2022. I think I also streamed a lot more. Like, I did a lot more gaming. And it was super fun doing that. Maybe I'll do that. You know, I've got this going. You know, should I do, like, Emerald BR Deluxe? Maybe I'll try to sneak that in there every so often. Like, if I'm overachieving and I'm kind of burnt out from Duolingo, that'd be kind of cool. Let me know. Arthur Rocha, Arthur Stone, Hosha. I'm actually just about to end Arthur Hosha. So let's take a look at this flame one last time. 2022. What a wonderful year. Boom. And I'll say, and I can safely say, that all the toil, trauma, and tribulations that I would say 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, and maybe into 2018, and just steadily climbing my way back up. And 2020, I felt like it was the major high point. 2021 dipped a little bit, but 2022 was just like up there. I met, you know, I sought out to do something, and it happened, and I achieved it. And you can too one of these days. You know, 2022, if it was still the pandemic too. Like I got the stupid vaccine because of this stupid bitch. You know, she's that hot. That I you know, specifically chose to microchip myself by some like Orwellian nightmare based of you know, forced medication that's encouraged by the guy that says we should cut our population in half. So hopefully I can have kids one day, but if not, it's been great. 2022, worth it. You know, I'd like to be fruitful and multiply, but you know, if they allow us economically, financially, if the universe allows us, I will. I absolutely will. But until then, I'm just gonna leave it at that. So thank you so much for joining me for 2022 days on the day streak. And as always, muito obrigado por assistir. Boa noite. Ciao, ciao for now. Ooh, yeah, and also, I think in 2022, Naya was in my day 600. So if you watch day 600, she's there. And that's where we were in our lives. And there's actually some videos in this that I don't think I have archived. My battery's getting puffy on the Daystreak phone that I probably need to extract all these files from and get it to a safe spot before this thing blows up. But that's a side note. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. And 2022, whew, a rocky day. It was a good year, despite all the bad stuff. There was a lot of good things happened to a major roller coaster, and I'm super proud to say that. You know, I'm living my life based on decisions made then, and it's made it a lot more worth it. I feel like I've really grown a lot with that. So, anywho, hope you have a wonderful night. Ciao, ciao, and take care. And now that that's behind us, every ending's a new beginning.
The song has restored my strength.